The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
The Bengal ball carrier.
Well, obviously, they would have at least liked to have gotten back to the original line of scrimmage. Instead, now, they're dealing with 2nd and long.
I thought they would have passed it after the penalty. Probably wish they would have now. Second and 14. Burrow looking to pass. Going deep downfield for Ross. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. They may have thrown the interception, obviously less than ideal, but I think they also sent a message that they're going to push the ball downfield in this one.
Yeah, not afraid to take their shots right away, huh? What was that, like a 9-9-9 route? 9 meaning go? Just went ahead and went for it. Didn't work out so well because it certainly appeared the defense was prepared. But I'm with you. Okay, so it didn't work this time. Doesn't mean we won't try it again later.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
A 1st down run here by Jones as he'll take it forward for a gain of about 4.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Switching things up, they'll throw it now with Jordan Love. And that is incomplete. He was trying to hit Thomas that time, and it's 3rd down.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Working out of the gun. Love. Looking for Thomas, but that's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line.
48-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know the thought process?
It's a foot race past the 20 and all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Joe Mixon, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bengals are going to take a first-quarter lead.
Well, earlier in the week when they had their scouting report meeting, this was the explosiveness that they talked about trying to contain. They were concerned about it all week, yet he still did it to them. Wonder how that's going to carry over the rest of the game.
This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
25-yard line.
Love and the Packers now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Off play action, he'll throw to start the drive. He gets this to Davante Adams. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now a first down carry by Jones. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45.
Aaron Jones, the ball.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. Well, let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3-3-yard gains. That means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
Second down, Love. Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
They'll take over.
CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
He was unable to shake free there. They'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
That was well defended, and while it was a completion, it resulted in a loss of yardage. It's really, really hard for a running back to think to himself, I probably should have just dropped it and saved the yardage. It goes against the entire training that he's had his whole career.
And this Green Bay defense making that play look a lot like the previous one. Both tackles behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. 3rd and 11. And some extra depth to the secondary here. They're in the dime. Burrow will throw. And he took the contact as he was throwing it. And the ball drops incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about. Absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows the punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Love now on 2nd down. And he gets it to the 30 when it's all said and done. 23 yards the pickup there.
They were backed up to start the drive, but how about that aggressiveness? Firing it downfield right away. Nice job there getting out towards what would have been their normal starting position.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down. Love going to give this one to Jones. He takes this from the 30 to the 34.
On the carry.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
And here's another interception, the 3rd of this 1st quarter. Picked up by Jesse Bates. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
It's a loss of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
7. Packers nothing.
So they've been unable to capitalize on a great field position as of yet. Here's 3rd and 9. Now it's Burrow. That's going to be caught by Ross for a Bengal touchdown.
Complete to number 44.
A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Bengals are able to grow their lead.
You got to figure down by the goal line. This is where a tight end earns his money in the high traffic area. And he's able to work free in the middle of the end zone and grabs that one for a touchdown.
Rosas good with the extra point. And it's now 14-0. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive, but at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer, and make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter, you get points. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Von Bell. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's got to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
Give him 17 and a Cincinnati first down. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
Back to Mixon on first down. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Now a first carry from Giovanni Bernard. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
And it's 3rd down.
A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot has been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. And now they will throw it with Burrow. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3.
Complete.
A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead. Now Burrow. That's going to be caught by Ross for a Bengal touchdown.
Number 44. Touchdown.
The 3-yard touchdown pass. And the Bengals add on to their lead.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury. And it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run. And he finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
PAT up and good by Rosas. And that makes the score 21-0. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. It's a big play there for Green Bay. 47 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. This will be caught inside the 10. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Another Packers first down. 1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
They'll try and run it in with Jones. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. Aaron Jones, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Packers get a score closer. That seemed like a much-needed touchdown after 21 unanswered points to start the game.
It's not often that you're playing a football game to a golf tournament, but it's like you don't want to shoot yourself out of the tournament too early. So they needed that touchdown to make sure that they got an opportunity to not just get back into this game, but a chance to win it later if they continue to play well.
And he gets it out to the 25-yard line. Flag down. This could set him back. Well, that holding call set him up with not great field position.
Not at all when you tack on the penalty. With that field position after the return wasn't terrific. It's not a great starting field position as well.
So the hold on special teams backs him up all the way inside the 15 to start. Now Joe Mixon. And he'll be taken down at the 18.
Mixon, the Bengal ball carrier.
Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want. But on the defensive side of the ball, you scramble a little bit. Now you're behind trying to figure out, do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. The Bengals on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. Got a man, it's Ross, complete. And he'll be brought down with the 1st down and a late flag here too. He may get a few more tacked on for good measure. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. After the penalty, it's Mixon. And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Bernard getting the handoff from Burrow. And he'll get this forward only for about a yard, as that's going to take us to the 2-minute warning. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. Going deep downfield for Ross. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. John Ross, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. And he knocks it through.
Makes the score, Bengals 28, Packers 7.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minutes. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. Love from the gun. Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
The throw left side to start the drive is complete, and he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
2nd and 6 at the 14-yard line.
Four yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. They'll run here with Mixon. And he's going to lose yardage here back at the 8. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. And defensively, a dime look here. 6 DBs on 3rd and 12.
No surprise at all.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And that will be incomplete.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away. Yards that time on the punt, and the Packers will have a short field to work with here as they take over 1st and 10. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He'll find Aguara complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. First down, Love to pass. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sack back at the 38. Jordan Evans, credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas, and it's 3rd down. Love, they go play action now. He's going to take another shot here. And now here's another interception. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
At their own 6-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. He'll have a first down past the 40. And they will finally get to him down at the Bengals 22. He had been held in check. Now he breaks that big run. Shows the explosiveness we all knew was there.
All right, tell the truth now. You knew it was just a matter of time, didn't you? We've seen this so many times from him. Hold him down, and then breaks out.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20. Give him maybe a yard. Quite the opposite from the previous big gainer.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 20-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Here's Love. He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
At the 9-yard line.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry, ball gets tipped in the air. Because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
2nd and goal.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. They go back to the ground with Jones. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
It's now 3rd and goal.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Operating from the gun. Love eluding the pressure right. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. And that'll bring up 4th down as his Cincy defense stands up on 3rd.
7-yard attempt.
And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through. And the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18. So a good drive there to begin quarter number 3, but they're only able to shave 3 points off the lead.
Well, something's better than nothing. All right, they didn't play particularly well in the first half, but they definitely need him to step on the accelerator now and play a whole lot better.
And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Throwing now, Burrow on 1st down. And the catch made, it's Tyler Boyd. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
1st down, Bengals.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. And he'll lose lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
On 2nd down, here's Burrow. And he whips that one incomplete there. He was looking for John Ross that time. And it'll bring up 3rd down. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football. Very little chance that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Being chased out left. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe. So they needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the 3rd quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board. And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and say, guys, let's go. Come on, capitalize on this one. Looking deep downfield. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far. Now a man open down the middle of the field, and he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
The 33-yard line.
From the gun, Love. He'll drop this underneath for Jones. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
It's a gain of 9.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the 1st down. On 1st and 10, Love. Accelerating, and off he goes. The 30, 10, and he will score. Touchdown, Cincinnati. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further. And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion. Rosas good with the extra point, and they open the lead up now to 25.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line.
10 at their own.
Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here, 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. He'll hand it off here. This is Mixon. Nifty footwork at the 45. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way. He's got a 1st down and more inside the 30. And he gets it all the way down to the 3. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. 1st down. Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. That's going to be caught by Ross for a Bengal touchdown.
Complete to number 40.
A 3-yard touchdown pass. And thanks to the interception, the Bengals offense cashes in with 6. The touchdown all set up by the big play one snap before, but they finish it off here with a shorter completion, this time for the score.
I like how they stuck with what got them there, right? The big pass play. Got the momentum going, right? You create it with a play like that, and you come right back with another pass play to finalize things off.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly.
And now here is another interception. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
Intercepted.
And yes, folks, that is his 5th interception, a new NFL record.
And that's absolutely phenomenal. I just have to flat out applaud him. What a great effort in this game. But let's face it, when you look back at the numbers of guys who had 4 in the past, you'll find the names of some of the greats and some guys who just had a fantastic game.
The ball carrier.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
8 yards on the pickup brings up 2nd and 2. At the Packers' 26-yard line.
58 the money. I got you, pump. Kill.
And some space here. There he goes right side. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Joe Burrow, 26 yards. And thanks to the interception, the Bengals offense cashes in with 6. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
Bengals 49, Packers 10. Aldrich Rosa set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. Back now at Lambeau. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. Boy, how good has this defense been seemingly all game long?
I really think right from the first snap, I think you're really onto something there. In this passing game, it just can't get off the ground. And that play, it wound up losing yardage.
On 2nd down now, it's Jones. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Aaron Jones with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And his guys are able to get a score back. And they make the score a little bit more respectable here in our final quarter of play.
The score, Bengals 49, Packers 17.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this carries into the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row. There were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game, and that's always puzzled me a little bit.
Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided score like this. A gain of 3, second down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces, and I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down.
3rd down.
From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
Busting through contact. Just wasn't a huge hole there for him to operate. Stopped just inside the 35-yard line. At this stage of the game, with the score where it is, the key here, stay in bounds, and he did just that. Not by a huge margin, but he stayed in.
And those come up in what we like to call winning edge meetings. The things that you have to do, late game situations, kicking situations, doesn't matter what it is, the things you have to do to win a game, that comes up in that meeting, then you practice it. They've got to be happy to see it executed, being able to stay in bounds and work the clock.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
Now Bernard. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
Nice satisfying run on first down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we've got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
On second down, Mixon.
Joe Mixon, the Bengal ball carrier. Oren Burks on the tackle. A 3-yard pickup, and it's 3rd down.
Now, Bengals on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. And now Burrow going to be intercepted yet again. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And the return will stop them well inside their own 20 at the 15-yard line. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. DJ Reader there on the tackle.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
At the 17-yard line.
59.
Now the rookie's second-round pick, it's A.J. Dillon with it. And he'll take this one up over the 20 to the 21-yard line.
Carl Lawson.
If you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
They run once more with Dillon. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
But forget knowing where the first down line was. This defense created their own line of scrimmage. They won every battle up front, and a lot of times that is one-on-one. And if you win your one-on-ones enough times, your defense is going to be pretty good. They had more people to the football and snuffed out the play.
Offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week, we'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points, allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Bengals, they move back over 500 at 3-2 now on the year, and they will head home next week to take